Has like lights built into it. Oh, yeah, getting off is a little bit tricky. Yeah, it's a lot like snowboarding actually. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh.
That's what you're talking about.
Yep.
What are we looking at here?
Okay, so this is the Onewheel. I just saw these at the outdoor retailer show in Salt Lake City, and I tried it there. They had a demo, and I really enjoyed it. So I picked one up and shipped it over here. But you know, we'd like to sell them at the shop, but the shipping is pretty expensive and they're pricey. They're $1,500 each, plus shipping it to Hawaii is not cheap. So, but if there's enough demand, we'll bring some in and sell them at our shop. The way you use it, this one has these touch-sensitive sensors or weight-sensitive sensors on it. So once you put your foot on it, it activates it. And you know, you're supposed to wear shoes and a helmet, so don't do as I do. But I like to use it barefoot. It actually feels better, but not supposed to. Once you step on it like this, then you know, if you lean one way or the other way, it goes the way you're leaning. So, and this is only my second day using it, so I'm not super competent at it, but it's actually fairly easy to use. So if I lean this way, I'll go that way. If I lean the other way, it switches and goes that way. So, and then turning is just like a skateboard. If you lean into the turn, it'll turn. And if you lean back, you slow down. If you lean forward, you go faster. So, but it's a little bit tricky at first, and obviously you don't want to hurt yourself. So, especially the first time you use it, you should definitely wear a helmet and some protective gear and shoes and all that. So, in case you do wipe out. But once you get the feel for it, it's actually pretty easy to use.
Does it feel like a surfboard or more like a balance board?
I would say it feels a little bit like a balance board, and the Onewheel is a little bit different to turn to than a skateboard. Like you can do really tight turns if you're slow. If you go slow, you can turn it really tight, which is nice. On the other electric skateboards, it's sometimes hard to make a tight turn, but this one you can turn it almost on the spot if you. So you can actually kind of use it in a situation where you have to do tight turns, and you can go backwards too. You know, lean back and go backwards, forward. So. And you have no controls in your hand, so it's all just touch sensitive, and you don't need to have a controller for the speed and so on. And it does go pretty quick if you lean into it a little bit, and then the braking works pretty easily too. And I guess if you go downhill and you brake with it, it has it recharges the battery automatically while you're going downhill.
So you like this thing better than a skateboard or what?
I like it better than the big electric skateboards we had in the past. It's definitely, it's really intuitive to use, and it's also fairly light to carry. Has like lights built into it. Oh, yeah, getting off is a little bit tricky. But yeah, it has lights built into it, so at night you can see where you're going. I used it last night in our driveway and stuff. But yeah, actually I just took my foot off, which the way to get off, I guess, once you step on and it's active, what you want to do is kind of move your foot off the pad, and then that turns it off, and then you can step off of it. But so actually that it is kind of a disadvantage once you have your foot on there, you can't really shuffle your feet around, because once you take your foot, even just half the foot off the pad is 2 pads. Once you take the foot off, it turns off. So. And then to get off, so you either have to kind of move one foot off the pad once you, or you can just jump off with both feet at once. I guess that's another way to get off. But you can't just kind of slowly get off, because then if you're trying to lean one way or the other way to get off, then the board will go that way, you know. So that's kind of a little bit tricky at first to get used to that, to dismount it properly. Once you get the hang of it, it's super intuitive and pretty easy to use. So let me try to get off properly. Move the foot off, wait for it to turn off, and then you can just step off.
How much does it weigh?
I actually haven't weighed it, but it has a nice handle right here. It only has one button to turn it on and off, so this is turn it off. It's pretty easy to carry around. Another nice accessory that I didn't get is like it has this what do you call it, a mud guard or whatever, so little rocks and stuff do get stuck on this and kind of spray onto your deck sometimes, so that's probably something I would get in the future, is that spoiler, I guess, or fender, I guess they call it. Otherwise, I guess this, you know, I interviewed the guys at the trade show and they gave me all the specs and so on. So, but I don't remember the exact weight, but it's fairly light, pretty easy to carry around. And then I guess you can just lock it with a lock here. It's an aluminum billet construction, and seems pretty bomber. I guess the controls are on one side and then the battery is on the other side, lithium polymer battery. So it doesn't have the big bulky batteries like our older electric skateboards used to have. They also had the boosted boards there, which look really cool as well. But this one just seemed different, like something new and different to me, so I wanted to try it out. So far, I really enjoy it. It'll be a cool little transportation too, just to go around, get some lunch. I'd have to look that up. I don't have that in my. I don't remember what it said, but so far I've been just running it on one charge and probably use it for about 45 minutes or so.
How long did it take for you to learn how to get the balance?
Yesterday was really the first time I rode it. Well, I'd used it at that demo for maybe 2 minutes. I just got the basic hang of it, and then last night I rode it a little bit. So
Let's watch the guys do it. Let's see the guys do it.
you want to see somebody that's never done it before? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have John do it.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have shoes, huh?
You don't.
Okay, so wait, let me explain it to you first, right? So, okay, so these ones are the touch-sensitive pads, you know?
Yeah.
So once you put your foot on it and you level it, then it turns on, and then when you lean forward or backwards, it's gonna go.
Okay.
So actually, let's turn it this way, so that way you can just go straight first, you know? And then to get off, you wanna either lift up your heel, like what you wanna do is either lift up your heel or step your foot off one side.
Okay.
So
So
there's
the
two
blue
pads.
is the active
Yeah.
foot, okay.
So you want to take your foot off of that, because otherwise, if you try to get off, it'll go that way or shoot out underneath you. You know. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta kind of
like this type of thing.
Yeah. To get off. So lean forward carefully, and then once there you go. So and then you can lean forward to go forward or backwards to go backwards. And then you kind of just lean into the turn like a skateboard, and kind of lean forward a little bit while you're turning. If you slow down too much, it's actually it's a lot like snowboarding actually. Yeah. So
That's what you're talking about.
Yep. So your front foot is the one you have to kind of release. You can also jump off with both feet at once. So this is definitely not the way to do it though. Barefoot without any protection. But as you can see, it's fairly easy to get. I mean, this is the first time he's doing it. Obviously he's a surfer and so on, skateboarder, but you know, if you have decent balance, it's not that hard to learn. What do you think, Evan? You want to try it?
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, we don't have a helmet here or shoes, so your slipper's probably not a good idea.
Like how easy is it to like completely flip out from under you?
I think I think like a little bit. I was leaning forward, and I was kind of having a hard time the first time I used it. I almost went too fast, and then had a hard time slowing down again. But then once you get the hang of it, it's really pretty easy to control the speed, right? Yeah. Like it doesn't really shoot out. Like the hardest part is getting off, I guess.
You find that it's better without shoes?
I kind of like the feel without shoes. I mean, it says in the instructions, don't use it without shoes, which kind of makes sense, you know, but, so. It may become a shop.
You know, I have to try this. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Evan's gonna try it too. I'll have some commentary for you.
Oh my God.
So, but, okay, is it running still? Yeah. So bring it over here, and then let Evan use it. I'll help you get on it first. And then when you step off, just move your foot. Yeah, there you go.
This is a test, because you know, if I can ride it, then anybody can ride it.
Yeah.
So. And I have no safety here, so it's freaking kind of not a.
Okay, so yeah, these are the touch-sensitive pads. So you gotta step on them, and then maybe hold on to my shoulders, and then or hold on to me. Once you level, then it's pretty stable. Yeah. So now it's kicking in. Yeah. So go for it. And then just lean forward to go faster, backwards to go slow down. And then turning is just like leaning into the turn. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, it's not that hard, right?
Can I get a shot for one song?
Yeah, and then lean back to slow down.
Kind of start taking off on you, yeah?
Yeah, don't run into your camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
does feel like a snowboard, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you almost turn it with your back foot. It's almost like a snowboard because instead of pushing off your front foot to make the turn, your back foot's doing the turn.
You had a snowboard.
Huh?
Who thought you had a snowboard? Is that wrong? That's completely wrong.
And myself, why was?
Yeah. Depends on if you're doing
So just be careful when you want to get off. You got to move the one side off the pad, yeah?
On a snowboard, it feels like you pivot on your front foot. Your back foot.
Everything is in your toes. There's no like pivoting or anything like that.
Yeah, you should ride you're supposed to ride the rail on the snowboard, not the...
Mike, don't kill me with that bar. Don't tell me that
Watch
bar.
out, Mike.
I don't know how to stop.
That'll look good in the auction.
How do I get off?
Okay, so move your foot, the front foot off the pad, like or lift up your heel. There you go. Wait for it. Off, yeah, okay. Or yeah, you can just jump off
That's
too.
another way to do it.
Jump off with both feet at once. So yeah, it's pretty fun, huh?
I didn't die. Yeah, I was not.
Battery died? Oh, what?
No, I didn't-
oh,
I didn't die.
You didn't die, yeah. That was
I
good. Nice work. Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Oh,
Whoop.
yeah. That's
Trying to do everything from.
like kind of like, I guess that's why it has those plastic scratch pads. So you do tend to do that. I did that a couple times yesterday until I got used to it. But try to go reverse, like go backwards. Switch stance. Yeah, you just lean the other way. It's pretty cool, and it just flips. It switches which side is front. It's pretty cool, and then you can just go back the other way again. Maybe I won't get one for lunch run. So the tire is like a Vega Italian tire, which is made for go-kart racing, and I guess they go up to 150 miles an hour. So, you know, these boards go up to 15 miles an hour, so it can definitely handle this kind of use. And then the hub has an internal brushless motor, so the motor is actually inside the wheel. That's how they can make it without a lot of big parts around there, you know. And then the bottom here has electronic controls in it. And then this side is the battery pack, which is a lithium polymer, which is supposed to last for many charges without diminishing capacity. And then it has LED lights in the front and back. So, and also like whichever way you're going, it has white lights in the front and red lights in the back. So when you switch directions, it switches from red to white. So forward is always white and back. Yeah, what's cool about the board too is that you can just stand still in one spot and well, fairly stable. But so you can actually go, you know, go around stuff, like even in traffic, you can go really slow and make tight turns, which is not something you can usually do with a regular skateboard, you know. I'm not that good at controlling it yet, but I've seen guys just like at the trade show going through the aisles and kind of going around people, and you know, so it's easy to stop, slow down, stand still on it. Oh.
Kind of like a hoverboard, yeah?
Yeah, of course that wasn't the right way to do it, but yeah.
Kind of like a hoverboard.
Hoverboard?
Yeah, you know the hoverboard? It looks like a Segway when you stand on it.
Yeah. So I guess the technology in it is very similar to a Segway. It has like the sensors that kind of are in the cell phone. You know, when you turn your cell phone, it knows which way it's turned.
We're lucky there's no cars on this side, parked on this side of the parking lot too.
Yeah. Lucky we don't have customers today, huh?
No, but cars on this side.
No, I know. It's nice to have a flat, smooth surface to use this on. You can actually use it on sand and grass and all kinds of surfaces, but it definitely works nice on a smooth surface. But yeah, they say you can even use it on the beach, like as long as the sand's kind of packed, it actually goes pretty good on sand too. But the inventor, I interviewed the inventor at the trade show, and he's Canadian guy, snowboarder. He built one for himself. He's an engineer, I guess. And then all his friends wanted some too, and that's how it got started. He put it on Kickstarter, and then yeah, it seems to be quite successful. Really nice product. the Onewheel. So thanks for checking out the Onewheel at Blue Planet Surf Shop. Let us know if you're interested and we'll try to get some in and have them for sale here at the shop soon. Aloha.
Down pressure. You want down, but you don't want forward. So forward is what happens to most people, right? They go to put the paddle in, they'll drive the top hand forward this way, and then they rotate the blade like this. So if you look at the shaft here, you don't want the shaft to be pivoting there. What you want the shaft to be pivoting to me is up here, right? So you go in and you actually get this pivot. And if you have this pivot, it happens quick and you lose water. So that's what makes that stroke.